And a very good evening, one and all, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, and we're glad that you're here with us on a Thursday evening here at the beginning of March as we get you set for some basketball. I have two games coming your way right now. We are getting ready for the JV contest between Collinsville and Granite City, and then right after this game, we will have the varsity side of the same matchup between the same schools, Collinsville and the Granite City Warriors. And it is senior night here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. They will honor the senior basketball players and the senior cheerleaders, I do believe, in between games. And then at halftime of the varsity game, they will do senior night for the dance team. And I believe perform, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure exactly on that performing part, but anyway. We will be here for all of it. So the plan is for those of you getting ready to watch the JV game is once the JV game is over, we will shut that down, and then we will fire everything back up and come back in time for the festivities for senior night. And then we will, of course, go into our Chiropractic Works pregame show on the varsity side. But we are getting ready for the JV boys. And the JV boys, they are 13-0 on the year. That's right. They have not lost a game yet. They are 10-0 in Southwestern Conference play. This is not a Southwestern Conference game. Granite City left the conference a few years ago, and so this is a non-conference matchup. And Collinsville, the JV team, man, they are just rolling right along. Of course, this is the third night in a row for both teams to play, JV and varsity, as both teams played here on Tuesday night against O'Fallon. And then last night, they traveled to Cahokia, and tonight here against Granite City. And last night, Collinsville JV team won 63-38 against Cahokia. And in that contest, held the JV Comanches to single points in the third and the fourth, 7 in the third, and 9 in the fourth. Taking a look at their schedule, man, I mean, a lot of these wins have been really just lopsided. The very first one, 74-31 against Alton. The next day, or the next game, 53-38 against Belleville West. They've been involved in a couple of close ones. They had a 5-point win over Edwardsville, 55-50, and then 2 days later, they blew out Metro East Lutheran 59-15. So it's been that kind of a year. Not a lot of close games. The closest game all year long was the game at East St. Louis, which Collinsville won by just 3 points, 58-55. Everything else has been, 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 points on the winning side of that for Collinsville. And this team's quite exciting to watch, to tell you the truth. Devin Davis, he leads this team in total points on the year for the JVers, 140 points. He's averaging 10.8 points per game. He's the only JV Kahok that is averaging double-digit points. As a team, Collinsville, the JVers are averaging 57.8 points per game while only allowing their opponents 38.9. So that ought to give you an indication right there about the lopsidedness of some of these games this year. That's a big difference, man. 57, almost 58 points a game to just about 40 points a game. That's you're almost talking about a 20-point difference in what you're scoring and to what you're allowing. And the rebounds are the same way. There's 33.9 average on the rebounds for Collinsville, while their opponents are only taking away 25.9. So Collinsville's, on average, taking away 8 more rebounds per game against their opponents. So things are definitely exciting for the JV boys, and we really do hope this transitions into a excellent varsity season next year for the guys on this team. Hopefully things will get back to normal, and we will have a lot more folks than, what do we got, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We got about 20 folks in here watching this game tonight. So hopefully that'll change. Anyway, I digress. Here is your starting lineups, and we begin with Granite City. They do not have any heights. They just have years and names. Tristan Riggins, a sophomore, will be on the floor wearing number 2. Number 3 will be a freshman, Trevon Bond. Number 10, also a freshman, Alex Boyer. And we round out with freshmen. It's 4 freshmen and 1 junior on the floor, Mario Brown and Octavio Herta. Brown wears 21. Herta wears 22. We're underway. Granite City has the ball first. We'll give you the Collinsville lineup in just a moment. For those of you who can't tell who they are already, it's pretty much the same group that's always out there. Granite City in the road red jerseys. They're trimmed in white, numbers in white. And the first shot taken and the first shot made by Riggins. And we are underway. They have GCHS, sorry. Granite City High School the letters across the fronts of their jerseys. Here comes Collinsville. They're wearing the whites, of course, because they're at home, trimmed in purple, numbers in purple. Kahawks across the fronts of their jerseys, and that is Wilkinson. And Mr. Jake Wilkinson throws one inside to Zach Chambers, and we have our first whistle of the game and our first foul coming up. That one's going to go against Alex Boyer. So besides Jake Wilkinson, the 6'2 sophomore, we have Devin Davis, the 6'1 junior, Matt Clark, the 6'3 junior. Mentioned Zach Chambers, the 6'7 freshman, and Alex Lorsback, the 5'9 junior, wears number 1 on the back of his jersey. Whistle on the play. Collinsville gets to keep it. Devin Davis will inbound from underneath of his own basket. Here is Wilkinson. Drives a little off the baseline and pops one in from about 6 feet out. And we are tied at 2. Second night that we have been hooked up to the huddle camera, and hope everything's sounding good and matches up to the video, and the video is a lot better than my little camcorder. Rebound for Collinsville. They come back up the other way. A lot more light being used on that one. Wilkinson comes in, and another 2 points for him, 4-2 in favor of Collinsville. Wilkinson has the 4 points for the Kahawks. As Granite City brings it up, here is Riggins. Riggins tried to bounce the ball over onto the wing. It's picked off by Devin Davis. And Collinsville's Jack Chambers comes in, too strong off the glass. Bounced just a little bit too hard. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. And Riggins gives it up to Bond. Bond bounces a pass on the wing to Boyer. Boyer will launch a 3 from there. That misses, and the rebound handled by Matt Clark for Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. And here is Wilkinson's spin move off the glass, but it went off around the other side. The putback effort does not go all the way up there from Chambers, and then Devin Davis puts another one up. He can't get it, and another rebound, and then Davis is fouled. So that was a lot of activity underneath that basket there, and another foul coming up to Granite City. Missed the one on Mario Brown earlier, but that's Brown's second. And to the free throw line, Devin Davis. Davis 25 of 39 from the free throw line this year and hits the first one. 64.1% coming in. And the next one through as well. So Davis has a couple of freebies from the charity stripe. Granite City's getting pressured in the backcourt, and now we're going to have a foul on Davis. Or no, we're going to have a timeout called by Keith Boyd, the head coach of the JVers. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Inbound pass comes back in and racing into the perimeter and bouncing it over from Bond to Brown. And Brown, a spin move, trying to get out of Matt Clark's way, but Matt Clark's not going anywhere, and he clamps onto the ball, and that's a jump ball called, and Collinsville has the possession arrow in their favor. Second turnover by Granite City. 5:49 left to play here in this opening quarter. 6-2 in favor of Collinsville. Here comes Devin Davis. Through the midcourt area, across the logo, into the top of the key. Davis reverses direction. Bounce pass. Wilkinson off the glass. Good for 2. Nice give and go. Wilkinson and Davis hook up. And it's been Wilkinson and Davis responsible for the 8 points up there for Collinsville. Here comes Bond. Bond kicks it back outside. And on the far side wing, that's Riggins. Trying to say wing and then Riggins way too fast. And from the top of the key, a little bit too strong. Alex Lorsback is there with the rebound for Collinsville. Lorsback brings it up and then fires a pass in front of the Granite City bench to Davis. Davis on the other side, Wilkinson for 3. Yes! Wilkinson on fire early. And Collinsville off and running, 11-2 with 5 minutes to play here in this opening quarter. Here comes Bond. Bond for Granite City. To the top of the key, bounces the ball in the paint, and a little pop and drop for Alex Boyer, and Boyer just bounced off a couple of bodies in the paint and said, let me just shoot this before I take any more bodily damage in here. Here's a feed by Wilkinson to Chambers. Chambers too high off the glass. I think he got partially blocked that way, but he takes his own rebound and puts it in, and Chambers is on the board for the first time. Here is Bond. Bond. Long three-point try. No good. Collinsville with the rebound. Here is Lorsback. Lorsback off the glass. Good for two. Everybody's scoring. Matt Clark, the only starter thus far not to score, and I'm sure he won't be too far behind. 15-4 in favor of Collinsville as we approach 4 minutes left to play. Quarter number one, just about halfway through the quarter. Stopped at the free throw line, giving it up to Herta. Back over here to Bond. Bond dribbles, drives, left side of the lane, off the glass, a little bit too much to the same side that he came in on. Didn't give it enough of an angle to get that proper bounce, and it just stayed off the left side of that rim. Granite City gets their own rebound and get back to work here. Here is a drive by Boyer, and get that out of here, says Chambers. Rebound belongs to Collinsville, up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson trying to get around Herta, and he does. And Wilkinson, 2 more points. And we have a timeout on the floor, so we will step aside for just a moment, and we'll be back on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape. Check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here in Collinsville. I'm Todd Duke. First of two coming your way between Collinsville and Granite City. JV game first. And then senior night for varsity action. The girls, by the way, playing at Granite City. JV girls playing right now. Varsity girls to follow. Freshman team played here earlier, but they played Alton Marquette. They did not play Granite City, and the freshman boys won 51-41. They are now 6-3 on the year. Into the game now is Johnny Smith for Granite City, and that's him over on the far wing. Hands the ball off on a bounce to Brown, and Brown travels. And the third turnover for Granite City will give the ball back to Collinsville. And the Kahawks bring it up in the form of Devin Davis to Alex Lorsback. Lorsback hands the ball off to Nick Horace in the game for the first time. Here's Matt Clark from the free throw line, and that's a little short. Rebound belongs to Granite City, and the Warriors bring it back up. Here is Tristan Riggins, the sophomore. Riggins backs up toward the Kahawk logo at center court with 2:35 left to play here in this opening quarter. Three-point shot from way downtown. That's off the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Granite City 0 for 3 from beyond the three-point stripe, and I think all 3 tries ended up with a Collinsville rebound. Here is Horace. Horace to the top of the key for Davis, who hands off to Clark. Right back to Davis on a quick give and go, and then a foul coming up against Granite City. This will be their 4th as a team. And this one's going to go against Riggins. That'll be his first. Inbound comes from Horace. And out to the top of the key for Lorsback. Lorsback over to Horace for 3, and it skips across the rim. Only Collinsville's second shot from three-point land, but nevertheless, Davis takes care of the rebound, puts it back in for his 4th point of the night. Collinsville's only taken the 2 3-pointers, and Wilkinson hit one of them. Here is another 3-point try. This one off of the hands of Smith, and that ball ends up out of bounds. So instead of a rebound after a missed three-point shot, it's a turnover. And with 1:45 left, Devin Davis brings the ball up for Collinsville. Davis to the free throw line, and a give and go again, and this one's a little too strong, bounced off the glass, barely touched the rim. Rebound, however, belongs to Collinsville after it rolled around on the ground for a moment, and lures back into the right corner to the right wing, now to the left wing for Horace. Horace, he'll try it from the free throw line, and he'll hit. Horace on the board for the first time. Collinsville up 21-4. That's a wide open lane there for Boyer. Boyer has his 4th point. And Granite City gets those 2 points right back. Here's Devin Davis over to Lorsbach. Lorsbach back to Davis. Now over here under the wing for Clark. Inside trying to find Remar, and they do. And Adam Remar, the 6'5 sophomore, puts a little feather touch on the ball for another couple of points for Collinsville. 23-6, ball out of bounds, 50.5 left to play here in this first quarter. Kyle Hillier comes into the game for the first time for Granite City. Young Mr. Peak, Blake Peak, checks into the game for Collinsville. And a whistle right off the bat. And another foul coming up to... Oh, this one's on Collinsville. I forgot that we just entered a number 10 onto the floor. So Peak comes in, and first thing he does after about 3 seconds is commits a foul. Here is Bond. Bond into the corner, a three-point shot coming from Riggins, and that misses the mark just barely. And the rebound again belonging to Collinsville. Here is Jamari Weisinger, who's into the game for the first time on the JV side. He played in the freshman game earlier. And Peak gets it inside. Remar turns around, takes it in, and another feather touch for Adam Remar. 4 points. 15 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Here comes Bond. Trayvon Bond. Takes it to the sideline, top of the key, breaks in from the right side, hands the ball off to Brown, and Brown takes it in for 2, and not enough time for Collinsville to do anything with it after that. 25-8 after the first quarter. We take a break, and we'll come back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Quarter number 2 is upon us. Granite City trailing by 17 at the end of one quarter. Here is Bond. Bond kicks it out to the outside. Another three-point shot coming from Brown. That one's in. Granite City finally breaks through the three-point barrier on their 6th try. Here's Weisinger as Granite City puts a little pressure back in the backcourt. Weisinger almost traveled, and a no-look pass to Remar, and Remar couldn't get it. Gets the rebound, puts it up, and in. Granite City. Bond. And a foul against Weisinger. Two fouls for Collinsville, 4 on the board for Granite City. Inbound pass will come in from Octavio Herta. Dribble line to the corner is Bond. He comes all the way out to the wing. And then gets a little bit of a screen, but a foul coming up against Granite City. This one's going to go against Herta. That'll be his first, team fourth. And another turnover for Granite City. Weisinger over to Horace after Horace inbounded to the freshman. Now back over to Weisinger, and into the corner it goes for Remar. Out to the top of the key. Wide open for three is Horace, and he's a little short on that one. And the rebound all the way out to the wing for Weisinger. Weisinger over to Peak. Peak gives it back to Jamari Weisinger. And then Weisinger will hold on to it for a minute in the slot. And a lob pass for Chambers for two. You get that ball up high enough, Chambers is probably the only one on the floor that's going to catch it. 29-11 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Bond. Bond drives into the paint, takes the shot, and after a couple bounces off the rim, gets a nice friendly kiss off the glass. 29-13. Collinsville with the lead and the ball. Here is Nick Horace and Jamari Weisinger trying to break the press. And a throwaway by Weisinger. He thought Horace was still going to be there. Horace already started going up the sideline. That's the first turnover for Collinsville. 6:12 remaining. Second quarter action. Inbound pass coming from Brown to Bond. Bond, top of the key. Rainbow shot. That's just 2 points. He did have his foot on the line. That was a long three-pointer, though. 29-15. And whistle and a push, says the referee. This one is going to go against 10 in the red. Alex Boyer. Wilkinson comes back in. Remar to the bench. Inbound pass. Courtesy of the freshman Nick Horace, the 6-foot freshman. Underneath and in midair, collecting the pass and taking the shot. Jamari Weisinger made that look textbook there, man. 31-15. Collinsville extends their lead. Here is Bond. Bond for Granite City on the left wing. Finds a seam, drives into the paint. No shot, referee says. And the foul will be on the floor. And it'll go against Collinsville. This one is going to go against Weisinger. Weisinger picks up his second, just his team's third. Inbound pass coming from Octavio Herta. Bounce pass, and that was a nice little piece of work there by Riggins and Herta as well. No one was on that side of the floor wearing purple and white, and Riggins just took off running. Herta saw him and took care of it. There's a pass to Peak, and he was about to fall out of bounds, so he had to throw the ball onto the floor, and it ends up into the hands of the team in red. That's the Granite City Warriors. Here's Bond. Bond, top of the key, over now to the far side for Brown. Brown into the paint for Hillier. Hillier gets around and takes the shot, rolls right off the rim, and the rebound gets knocked out of bounds by Collinsville. And Granite City will get to keep it. 5:07 left to play. Matt Clark checks back in. He'll take the place of Blake Peak. And it remains Warriors ball. You hear that? Keith Boyd telling his players to get 34. That would be Matt Clark. Here's Bond. Bond bounces the ball over to Brown, and Brown with a pass to Riggins. Riggins tries to penetrate, and there is Matt Clark. Even after head coach Boyd said watch 34, they couldn't watch 34, and it turns into 2 more points for 32. And Wilkinson already up to 13 points in this game. 33-17. Collinsville's lead keeps getting larger. 4:35 left to play here in quarter number 2. Here is Trevon Bond. Bond on the left wing. To the top of the key. To Brown on the opposite wing. 3-point shot, a little too strong. And the rebound belongs to Zach Chambers. And Collinsville works the ball back up court, looking to add on more to their already impressive lead. Wilkinson to Horace. They look like brothers. They're like the same build and the same color hair. If it wasn't for the numbers, I'd be in trouble. And I've already been in trouble. I've called both of them the other before. Here's Wilkinson. He will put it in inside the perimeter. Can't get it to go. Rebound. 3-point shot after the rebound by Chambers, and a 3-point dinger for Weisinger. And Collinsville does indeed extend onto that lead. Here's Bond into the corner now for Riggins. Riggins for 3 from there, and he hits it. Granite City very liberal with their three-point shooting, that's for sure. Here's Horace. Horace drives in, gives to Weisinger. Weisinger tries the underhand layup, and he'll head to the line for two. And the foul belongs to Octavio Herta, and that'll be his second. And we have a mask timeout, so we will step aside for just a moment as well, and we'll be back here in moments on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Weisinger at the free throw line. Hits his first one, up there for two. Weisinger. 10 of 11 free throws coming into this game on the JV side. Look at that. Still only missed one all year. Wonder what he does on the freshman team. Collinsville up 38-20. Here's Bond. Or excuse me, that's Riggins. Riggins dribbles, drives, and dumps it off to Bond. Bond takes it back outside, and he's on the left-hand wing. And all the way back out in front of the scorer's table for Riggins. Riggins almost traveled. Bounces it off to Bond before that other foot left the ground. Riggins, offset free throw line, and off to the right that shot is. And Wilkinson having a very good game. Pulls down a rebound, brings the ball up himself, fakes out Bond, and almost had a free opening in the lane. A dump off from Davis to Matt Clark, and just wouldn't finish. Matt Clark looking for his first point. Rebound belonged to Granite City, but so does the turnover. Collinsville gets it right back. Here is Davis, fingertip roll, and it rolls off the other side. There it is. Matt Clark's first points of this game, and now every starter has points here for Collinsville. 40-20. Kahawks lead. Here's Riggins. Riggins at the free throw line. Lost the ball, had it poked away by Devin Davis. Davis, all he has to do is beat Riggins, and a shot and a charge going to be called against Devin Davis. His first foul, team's third. Granite City has already committed their seventh, so Collinsville will be shooting free throws for the rest of this half. 2:19 left in it. Mario Brown inbounds to Tristan Riggins. Tristan brings it up on the wing. Dumps it off to Boyer. I don't even think he was expecting he was so close to him. Whoa, there. Rolled around the rim once, and I thought I was going to roll around again, and then it falls in. 6th point now for Alex Boyer. Collinsville brings the ball back up. Across the line to Lorsback, and a throwback in by Bond. He was trying to get it to Riggins, who was right there, but he mishandled it, kind of whiffed on it partially, and Collinsville gets it, and look at that. Wilkinson continues to add on to his point total. He now has 15, and Collinsville extends their lead when they were trying real hard to turn the ball over. Here is Riggins. Kicks it outside, and Smith thought about that three. Bounced it in the corner back to Riggins. He will take the three, and it falls short. Alex Lorsback tries to go up for it. And that was kind of a weird way that play ended. Ball wasn't quite out of bounds yet. Lorsback gave up on it, and the Granite City player grabbed it at the last second and then had his toe hit that purple sideline, and Collinsville gets the ball back. Here's Davis. Davis drives, dumps it off. Matt Clark hit the bottom of the rim. or the bottom of the backboard, excuse me, but Granite City guilty of a foul anyway. This one is going to go against Bond. That'll be his first, team 8th. To the free throw line, Matt Clark. Clark on the year, 16 of 22, and misses that first one. Horace is going to come back in. That would be Nick Horace. He'll take the place of Zach Chambers. Matt Clark, by the way, leads this team in the rebound department with 94. And he missed both free throws. Rebound, Weisinger. All the way out front we go again. Collinsville working that offense with under a minute to play. Here's Horace. Left side wing, back out front in between for Wilkinson. Out to Lorsback, who now sits in the slot. Between the top of the key and the center court circle, Lorsback makes his way over to the left wing. Over to Horace. Horace onto the right wing. Drives baseline all the way through. Kicks it back out. 30 seconds left. Collinsville looks like they're playing for the last shot unless they have a wide open opportunity they can't pass up. Here is Lorsback. Back to Davis. Davis looks back at Coach Eric Anderson, getting instructions. 10 seconds. Davis making his move. Drives, kicks it out. Horace for 3 in front of the Granite City bench. That's a little too short. And the rebound is not picked up in time to do anything with it. That is the way that quarter number 2 comes to a close. 42-22 in favor of Collinsville. They had a 17-point lead after 1, and they've stretched that now to 20. So we have reached halftime. We'll crunch more numbers other than just the score per quarter, and we'll have those numbers for you here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys' haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, "The usual?" So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service. Whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville. Open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke on the Kahok Sports Network. Glad that you're with us. And we are at halftime. It's 42-22 in favor of Collinsville. They had a 17-point lead after one quarter of play, did the Kahawks. They outscored Granite City in that first quarter, 25-8. Granite City finally found a little traction there in that second quarter. And Collinsville extended that lead 42-20, added 3 more points onto that 17-point lead, and that's where we stand right now, 42-22. Leading scorer in this one, Jake Wilkinson, in case you haven't been paying attention. Wilkinson with 15 first half points. 7 points for Jamori Weisinger, 6 points for Adam Remar, 4 for Zach Chambers, as well as Devin Davis, and then 2 each for Matt Clark, Alex Lorsback, and Nick Horace. The only one who has not scored in this game, who has been in the game, is Blake Peak. So everybody pretty much is hitting on all cylinders here for the JV Kahawks. Leading scorer for Granite City is Tristan Riggins. He has 7 points. Alex Boyer has 6. Mario Brown has 5. And Trevon Bond has 4. Collinsville controlling the boards, out-rebounding Granite City thus far, 17-6. Granite City has turned the ball over 8 times. Collinsville just twice. And from the lines, Collinsville has hit 4 of 6 free throws. Granite City did not make a trip to the free throw line in that first half. And each team has 2 3-pointers that have made it through the hoop and the net. Collinsville, their 2 have come on 5 shots, while the Warriors' 2 has come on 9 shots. Freshman boys had the floor earlier before this game. They played Alton Marquette, not Granite City, and the freshman boys won 51-41. So congratulations to the Kahawk freshman group, and they improved their record to 6-3 under Coach Andrews. So congratulations to the freshmen. As the season's winding down here after tonight, we only have 2 games left. That's right. They're at Edwardsville on Saturday, both the JV and varsity teams, and then they'll come back here and close out the season against Belleville East on Tuesday of next week. And the Belleville East boys varsity basketball team, I believe, is state ranked now, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to do my homework before that one, but I thought I saw something about that. Anyway, halftime, that's where we are, 42-22. A few more minutes from now, and we'll have quarter number 3 for you, and we'll do that on the other side of this commercial break here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Got some updates for you. Had to check in with my buddy Zach Roseman. Mr. Collinsville Kahok extraordinaire there. Freshman girls won at Granite City today, 24-8. I had to ask Zach, are you sure they only scored 8 points? He's like, yeah, only 8 points, 24-8. It was 14-2 at halftime. There's 2 more points for Zach Chambers as we're underway here in the second half. 14-2 at halftime for the freshman girls. They won 24-8. Right now at halftime at Granite City, the JV girls are up by a score of 22-10. 3-point shot deep from Bond. Wouldn't hit the mark. Collinsville comes away with the rebound, and the Kahawks bring it back up, and they get 2 more points from Zach Chambers. Chambers now has already doubled up what he had in the first. Had 4 in the first, already has 4 here in the second. Here is Bond. Throws the ball inside to Brown, and a blocking foul coming up against Matt Clark. Inbound pass comes in from Helta, and it's almost a turnover. Now it is a turnover. And a outlet pass to Matt Clark, and Matt Clark has an easy time of it. Kisses it off the glass for 2, and Collinsville is off to a 6-0 run to start quarter number 3. Here is Trayvon Bond. Bond kicks it over here to Brown. Brown right in front of his coach, Keith Boyd. Now back out front now for Bond. Bond dribbles, and at the top of the key, rainbows a shot. That hits the fat part of the iron, and Zach Chambers had the ball coming right down into his breadbasket, but Granite City got there first, but Granite City turns the ball over. Here is Alex Lorsback. Lorsback over to Clark, to Chambers. Back out front, Devin Davis for 3, and that's a nice shot. He caught that ball and pretty much put it up there, all in one motion. Nice arc, a little bit of rotation on the ball, and it's almost nothing but net. Into the corner it goes for Riggins. Riggins drives through the perimeter and then comes back out after Davis cut off his avenue. And Riggins will say, I'm not going to take that avenue. I'm just going to take the 3-point shot. It's a miss. And the turnover was trying to be saved beforehand, and it wasn't. Saved right to Lorsback. Lorsback gives to Davis. Davis gives to Wilkinson, and Wilkinson picks up points number 16 and 17. 53-22 now for Collinsville. 10-0 run the Kahawks are on to start this quarter. Here is Bond. Over to Brown. Brown will launch a 3 from there. That seems to be a popular place to take a 3-point shot from, and that one does just about everything except go in. Rebound belongs to the Kahawks. They bring it up. Here's Wilkinson. Bounce pass, and that's kicked out of bounds by Hirta. And we had a last-second replacement by Granite City, and Hirta's taking the long way around. Instead of cutting across the court, he ran sideline, baseline sideline. Collinsville with the ball. Here's Wilkinson. Wilkinson inside to Chambers. Chambers off the glass. Can't get it to go in. Rolled around once. Rebound. Somehow finds Lorsback in a weird under-the-leg, underhand shot. Almost found its way in. Another rebound by Collinsville. Here's Davis for 3 more. That one swoops right out of there. And this time, the rebound belongs to Granite City. Here's Bond. Bond all the way out front. Another whistle. Quavion Manning into the game, and he immediately picks up a foul, and that's going to result in free throws, but not before we take a break for the mask thing. We'll do that, and then we'll come back here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back here at Collinsville High School, free throws coming up for Bond. Oh, they called that one on Lorsback. Excuse me. I thought he said 1, not 11. I don't know. First points of the second half for Granite City belong to Trayvon Bond at the free throw line, trying for 2 in a row, and he does. First free throws of the game for Granite City. Davis, Lorsback. Back over to Davis. Davis across the timeline. Works his way to the right wing. Top of the key in the slot for Lorsback. Back over to Davis. Now over to Horace. Free throw line. Clark lost the handle on the ball. He had a little bit of a lane, and that's okay. Nick Horace comes in and takes care of it. We have a timeout called. Is that what it is? Yes, we do. A timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout as well, and we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Bond takes care of 2 at the free throw line, comes in and hits another 2 points right after that, then picks up a foul. And the foul again belongs to Alex Lorsback. And another free throw made by Bond. He is now 3 for 3. Manning now off the floor. So I said he was on the floor, and I tabbed him with a foul. That didn't happen. Now he's off the floor. Davis and Lorsback play catch along the center court line. Now across the line to Lorsback. Back to Davis on the wing for Horace. Horace pulls up inside the perimeter, takes a shot, and Nick Horace now with 6 points on the night. 57-27. Collinsville with a 30-point lead. 3:45 left here in this third quarter. Here is Bond. Kicks it over to Brown. Brown on the right wing in front of his bench. Now to the free throw line for Boyer. Boyer turns, tries to get past Clark. Clark's not moving anywhere. On the wing, Herta for 3 points. That one, oh, I thought that was good. I was right behind him when he let that one go, and that one looked like it was heading right there. Just fell a little bit short. Rebound for Collinsville. Davis to Remar, and Remar travels. Collinsville will give the ball back to Granite City. Only the third turnover in this game for the Kahawks. Warriors bring the ball up. Here's Bond once again. Bond works his way over onto the left wing. Has room. Tries to penetrate. Can't. Cut off by Lorsback. And then back out front for Herta. And he loses control of the ball, and that's a backcourt violation. And Kahawks will take the ball back from Granite City for the 12th time here in this game on turnovers. Having some shoe problems here from Mario Brown. Get those figured out, and we'll be all right. We do. He does. We're back to action. Davis collects the ball in the backcourt. Brings it across. Over to Lorsback. To Horace. Horace, left wing, free throw line for Clark, and he tries to feed Remar, and just a little bit too high for the 6'5" sophomore. Went off his fingertips, and out of bounds it goes. So the Kahawks have already matched the turnover totals from the first half. They had a total of 2. They now have 2 here in the second half. 2:45 to go here in quarter number 3. Here is Bond. Bond. Left wing action, hands the ball off to Riggins. Riggins drives across the free throw line. That was cut off by both Remar and Davis, so he backs up and will try it again. Knocked the ball out of his hands, did Davis. Davis then gets fouled. A little bit. Oh, they're going to call Davis on the foul. They're going to say he used his elbow to get a little separation as he was being shadowed up the court there by Bond. And Davis picks up his second, team 4th. Collinsville has 4 here this half, and Granite City has none. Granite City had 9 fouls in the first half. 2:26 to go, and here once again is Trayvon Bond. Bond to the top of the key. Pass over to Johnny Smith. Smith over this way for Riggins. Riggins, by the way, I'm on the opposite side of the floor. That's why I keep on saying this way. When I get back to my regular perch on the balcony over there where I usually am, you will, I guess I'll be all right then, because that side will still be the near side where the camera is. Rebound Collinsville after the miss. Here's Weisinger. Weisinger takes the shot underneath. Remar tries to get the rebound and put it back up, and in the process, he's fouled. So Remar will head to the free throw line. Mario Brown will pick up his 3rd foul. And Adam Remar at the free throw line for just the 2nd time this year. He's 1 of 2. Good. Kyle Hillier comes back into the game for Granite City as Remar hits both of his free throws. Collinsville adds on to their lead. Robert McKenzie, the freshman for Granite City, into the game for the first time. Here's Riggins. Riggins, top of the key to Mr. McKenzie. To Herta in front of his bench. Now a give and go, but a foul coming up against Remar as he was a little too close on Hillier. Remar will pick up his 1st foul. Herta will inbound again. Does so, and a shot right away for McKenzie, and it's good. McKenzie off the bench. Keith Boyd, the very vocal head coach for Granite City, shouts his approval. 59-29, Collinsville still in control. Here's Weisinger. Weisinger just outside the lane, probably got away with a travel. Here is a dump off underneath, and the Horace to Remar connection didn't work. Collinsville turns the ball over again. Here's Riggins in the slot. 1:15 to go here in this third quarter. Riggins trying to get past Clark, and a shot won't go in. And there's Remar with the rebound. That almost rhymed. To Horace. Back up. Now to Matt Clark. Top of the key for Weisinger. Weisinger over to Horace, into the corner for Peak. He'll launch a three over some hands and almost hits that thing, I tell you. Rebound belongs to Granite City. Keith Boyd says, hold up, but they didn't hold up, and they turned the ball over. Here's Weisinger, and he gets bumped off the ball. Almost made that one go in anyway. And Weisinger is going to head to the free throw line after the second foul by Tristan Riggins. 42.2 seconds left. Weisinger already 2 for 2 in this game from the charity stripe. Parents of the seniors are starting to show up. I see big heads up in the stands. Giant heads. First one's good for Weisinger. Next one, also good. Jamori Weisinger, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 40 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Here is Riggins. Riggins. Into the lane, kicks it into the corner for McKenzie. He lost the handle. I'm thinking he was going to go for 3. Back to McKenzie, and a shot, and that one rolls across the outside of the rim. And then a putback try by Hilliard, not successful. And Collinsville pulls down another rebound. All the way up it goes to Clark. Clark kicks it out to Weisinger. Down to the final 10 seconds of quarter number 3. Here's Peak to Horace to Weisinger. Weisinger bluffs it. That's going to be short. And Remar tries to put it back up. He is fouled at the buzzer. And I'm sure that foul is going to count. And young Mr. Remar will head to the free throw line. For 2 shots, they're going to go ahead and let him take his shots before the players go back to the benches. And that one misses. I say it's a lot tougher to be up there all by yourself shooting free throws, especially when you look up in the stands at that end and they're empty. And Remar misses both of them, so that's the way that the third quarter comes to a close. 61-29 in favor of Collinsville, and we will take a break. Come back. Quarter number 4 comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
McKenzie with the ball for Granite City as we're underway in quarter number 4. Collinsville comes into the quarter with a 32-point lead. That means we will have running clock for the rest of this quarter. The only way the clock stops is the mask timeouts, or if the teams call a timeout. Another turnover turns into 2 more points for Alex Lorsback. He now has 4 points. And right after the quarter ends with a 60-second break, Coach Boyd wants to take another 60-second break. So we will oblige, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 63-29. Collinsville outscored Granite City 19-7 in that third quarter. Only allowed Granite City 8 points in the first quarter, but gave up 14 in the second. Here is Manning, and a shot from just outside the lane, but I think the whistle had already blown by then. And a travel called, so Collinsville gets the ball back. Weisinger brings it up. To Peak. Peak gives it up to Lorsbach. Lorsbach over into the corner now for Horace, and Horace comes out of the corner and gives it up for Weisinger in the slot. Collinsville High School marching band in the stands. They're going to be here playing on senior night. Here's Weisinger. Weisinger from the free throw line gives it up to Lorsbach. Lorsbach into the corner. Horace for three, and that one's a little too short. And the rebound belongs to Huerta. And Granite City brings the ball back up. Here is Johnny Smith. Smith. At just off from the free throw line. I thought he traveled for a minute, and then the ball ends up off of his arm after the missed shot. So Granite City turns the ball over again. Collinsville gets the ball back. Running clock continues to move. 6 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Weisinger hands the ball off to Lorsbach, who hands the ball off to Peak, who fires a pass back over to Weisinger. Around the outside of the perimeter. Collinsville will work it around for a while. Over to Peak. Out to Weisinger for three, top of the key. That one's a little short. Thought it was going to get the bounce for a moment, but Horace is there with the rebound for Collinsville. Back out front for Peak. Peak splits the defense, takes an off-balance shot, rolls across the rim, won't fall in, and then a foul ensues. During the rebound, it's going to go against Jake Wilkinson. Wilkinson had 15 first-half points, 2 so far here in the second half. Granite City works the ball up. Johnny Smith, the freshman. Devontae Thomas out there for the first time tonight as well. Smith keeps it back out front. Being pestered over there by Weisinger. Bounce pass to McKenzie. Offset of the free throw area for Boyer. And they try to thread the pass in, and ball on the ground. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Collinsville. Granite City gives the ball back to the Kahawks again. Clock continues to run. During the mercy rule, 30-point lead in the fourth quarter constitutes a running clock. Inbound pass set to come in from Lorsbach to Weisinger. Weisinger brings it up. 4:15 to play. Weisinger. Over to Wilkinson on the left wing in front of the Kahawk bench, and that ball is knocked out of bounds by the Kahawks. And Granite City will get the ball back. All right, for those of you that are going to be paying attention here for senior night, we will bring those festivities to you. We have to shut down the JV game first. Then we'll get everything fired back up for the varsity game. I will give Clay Smith the heads up, or the thumbs up, rather, and they will begin the festivities when I let them know that we are live. 63-29, 3.5 minutes to go now. And once again, Lorsbach and Weisinger with the inbounds and the transition from the back court to the front court. At the free throw line, Peak. He tries to thread the needle to Remar, but Granite City knocked that away. And after a couple of tries, they come up with the loose ball, but then they throw it back away. Here is Lorsback. Lorsback up to Horace. Horace to Weisinger in the paint, dumps it off in the corner for Peak. Peak bounces his way in and underneath the basket, puts it off the glass. Now, everybody on the JV roster here tonight that's been in this game has points. Peak was the last one to score, and that makes it 65-29 in favor of Collinsville. Into the corner it goes, three-point shot. That one hits the side of the backboard, just skimmed it enough to make it go off target. And then the putback after the rebound, not successful by Granite City. All the way up it goes to Horace, and Horace gets by a couple of defenders off the glass. And another 2 points for Collinsville, 6 in this half for Nick Horace, 8 in the game. And it comes as we approach 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Johnny Smith. Smith dribbles and drives, and a hop, skip, and a jump later. He's fouled. This one looks like it's going to go against Remar, and it is. That'll be Adams' second. Team 7th. Shooting foul anyway, so Johnny Smith to the free throw line for the first time tonight. That one's good. Another one for Smith as the clock continues to run. Good for both of them. We're down to the final 85 seconds here in this one. JV Kahawks are going to improve to 14-0 on the year. 2 more games left to see if they can run the table and have a 16-0 perfect season. Here is Peak just outside the lane for Remar. Remar double teamed, bounces, gets rid of one, gets rid of the other, takes the shot, good for 2, and a bonus. Remar, 2 for 4 at the free throw line. He went 2 for 2 his first try up and then went 0 for 2 his next time up. That was when he was out there all by himself. See, I tell you, man, he just needed some people standing on both sides, and that was the only one that he needed to get. Granite City brings the ball up with the final 30 seconds to tick off of this clock. Manning with it. Has it poked out. Kahawks are going to try to score again, and oh, what a nice dump off by Horace to Weisinger, and Weisinger finished it up. Horace was kind of in the middle of the air with a body right on him, too, when he did that. There's a three-point shot that misses the mark, and now up to Davis. Davis tries to dunk it, but couldn't get it quite all the way up there, and now the ball ends up out of bounds just as the buzzer sounds to end this game. 72-31, JV Kahawks improved to 14-0, and we're going to shut things down here for a minute, and we'll fire things up for the varsity game, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.